Thoughts That Will Snap Your Mind in Half by Izzy Fan 2021. Sunny lightly groaned as a creaking sound disturbed her beauty sleep. The room was pitch black. Nothing within 2 feet in front of the earth pony could be seen with the naked eye. The room was full of soft snoring as every pony in the room seemed to be off in dreamland. But a speck of light caught the corner of her dark vision. Sitting upright in her bed and squinting her sensitive eyes, she could see that the bedroom door was half open. "What?" was all Sunny's tired, quiet voice could mutter. Noticing that no pony else was awake to notice the cracked door, she slowly got out of bed to go and close the door. On approach to the partially open door, Sunny stopped as she heard the faint sounds of hooves clopping. Was some pony heading down the stairs? Carefully, she creaked the door further open and peeked her head out. The earth pony immediately noticed Izzy at the bottom of the stairs, slowly trotting towards the living room. "Izzy?" Sunny's whisper seemed to not grab the attention of the unicorn. Concerned, Sunny fully opened the door and quietly started her way down one of the 2 staircases towards the Brighthouse's living quarters. Once on the first floor, she turned toward the living room between the 2 staircases, noticing Izzy lying down upon one of the couches staring up at the ceiling. Sunny approached the foot of the couch, noticing that Izzy's eyes were half open and wearing heavy bags underneath them. Now wearing a concerned look on her face, the earth pony quietly said, "Izzy? You okay there, buddy?" Izzy either didn't seem to notice her friend standing at the foot of the sofa or just didn't seem to care about her presence. But the unicorn didn't move a muscle, continuing to stare aimlessly at the Brighthouse's ceiling, the earth pony's concern growing rapidly. She tried to get her attention again. Izzy?" "Dude," Izzy finally spoke, her voice sounding low and raspy. "If I weigh 99 pounds and eat a pound of pony corn, am I 1% pony corn?" Sunny's concerned face immediately turned into that of a poker face as the random question caught her completely off guard. "What? If you drop soap on the floor," Izzy continued, still staring up at the ceiling, "is the floor clean or is the soap dirty?" The earth pony was now in a state of confusion as her tired brain tried to process the information. "Izzy, what are you talking about?" "Bro, which orange came first? The colour or the fruit?" Sunny raised an eyebrow. "Huh?" Her eyes then widened. "Oh, wait, you have a point there. If 2 vegans are arguing, is it still considered beef?" It took a second for Sunny to process if she was just having a really absurd dream or if Izzy was having some kind of episode. She chose the latter. Izzy, was there something in that chocolate milk you drank at dinner?" "If you were born deaf," the unicorn continued, pushing Sunny's question under the rug, "what language would you think in?" Sunny's brain started crumbling from beneath her. As those questions started to snap her thought processes in half. Izzy, however, still continued her thought-piercing questions, seeming unbothered by what her questions were doing to her friend's brain. "If you get out of the shower clean, how does your towel get dirty?" The earth pony's eye twitched. Is... Bro, if the number 2 pencil is the most popular pencil, why is it still number 2? With that last question, Sunny's brain finally gave way. Zip peeked out the open bedroom door. Despite the dark environment, the Pegasus was able to notice both Sunny and Izzy on the couches in the living quarters, both of them seeming to be asleep. "Sunny! Izzy!" Zip's whispers seemed to not catch the attention of the Earth Pony and Unicorn. Zip trotted down the stairs and towards the living quarters. Upon reaching the first floor, she quietly approached the couches. "Girls?" she whispered again, earning a slight movement from Sunny, who now seemed to stir awake from the Pegasus. "I don't know why you guys want to sleep down. That's when you started..." She paused. "Started what?" "That's when you started spitting out all these questions and statements that snapped all our minds in half," Zip finished. The Unicorn stared at the Pegasus for a moment, a blank expression stamped on her face. Then she immediately burst into laughter, confusing her friends. "Oh, Zipper-doodle, you're so funny, like that's actually what happened." "Izzy, Zip's serious," Sunny said. "You did really start saying all these random questions and statements that really did make our minds crumble with confusion and sheer awe." "Oh, really?" Izzy asked, sounding doubtful. "What kind of questions could my sleepwalking self ask you that could really snap every pony's brains?" Sunny sighed, remembering all the torment her mind went through from Izzy's sleeping statements. Nevertheless, she was the one to start. "Well, if I weigh 99 pounds and eat a pound of ponycorn, am I 1% ponycorn?" "Really?" Izzy stared at the Earth Pony with an unimpressed face. "Stuff like that?" "Not only that," Zip stepped up. "If you're waiting for the waiter, aren't you the waiter?" Izzy's face then went blank. Pip was next. "If I get scared half to death twice, what then?" Now the Unicorn was starting to get it, with her brain now beginning to fry a bit. "How does a sponge hold water if it's full of holes?" Misty finished. Okay, I get it." Izzy gave up. Her brain was now partially scarred by those simple yet mind-bending questions. "Well, that was definitely weird." "That's what we all thought," Sunny said. "But at least it's over." Izzy smiled. "Yes." She then leaned into her ear, whispering loud enough for every pony around her to hear. "For now," she winked. The group stared at her, wide-eyed. An evil-looking grin grew on her face. The room was silent for a few moments. Then Izzy burst into laughter. Soon enough, the rest of the group joined in as the entire room was filled with loud laughter. But hiding under her laughing fits, there was still that lingering feeling inside them, as if they knew that this wasn't the last time this was going to happen. Author's note: this was very fun to write, and I hope you all enjoyed it. As stated before, all these questions came from Ryan Lombard. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel.
It was 3 in the morning, the house fast asleep. She trotted down quiet, her thoughts running deep. Eyes full of wonder, her voice calm and slow. But the things that she said, they fractured the flow. She spoke at 3 a.m. and reason cracked. They smiled at first, then never looked back. One by one they forgot what was real as her words unwound the way ponies feel. No spells, no potions, no villainous plan, just thoughts that no pony could quite understand. They gathered around the sort of quiet that echoes in your head. She spoke at 3 a.m. and time stood still. The coffee went cold and minds got ill. No answers came, no meaning stayed. They stared at the wall till it slowly decayed. She's back in bed, curled up just right, but they're still awake beneath the light.
It's the Mystery Pony Fiction channel. Also available as a podcast on Spotify. And Izzy Moonbow is best pony, by the way. Fiction. Bro, hoof, comment, subscribe.